What up, guys? Yeah, we got another Oktoberfest cooking today. This one is the good old classic Paulaner Oktoberfest Wiesn. I'm excited to try this one. This was the first German Oktoberfest I've seen out. The other breweries I have not seen for sale yet. And one thing I've noticed when I went to the store and started shopping around for Oktoberfest beers, you gotta be careful because some or a lot of the places, they will put out last year's Oktoberfest. Like, they just leave it, they just hold on to it. And thankfully, some of these breweries, they use a different label. And so I had to look because I saw two of them. I saw one with the blue label and I saw one with the white label, both Oktoberfest Wiesns. And I almost made the mistake of buying last year's Oktoberfest. I don't know how I can't tell you off the top of my head how it ages, but I want this year's. That's what I'm gunning for. So I'm excited. Paulaner is always a solid, just German beer. I think it's one of the first real German beers I remember just trying. It's like, this is fan-freaking-tastic. And I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. This is a 6% ABV, and let's get cracking. Pour that bad boy. Oh yeah, look at that golden color. This is like Mountain Dew. Ooh, yeah, that is crystal clear. Yeah. It does not have the dark color that you might expect from Oktoberfest, but it is a Wiesn, so anyways, I like these happy-go-lucky gentlemen on the label. These fat Humpty Dumpty dudes, or Tweedledee, Tweedledum guys just downing their beers, smoking their cigars. That is life. Alright, let's get in the review, get into the smell. It has that crisp, it smells like crisp autumn leaves. Like, it has kind of your general Pilsner-y aroma to it. It doesn't linger though, no funk. But it's got a little extra over your normal kind of Pilsner. It has that extra, just a hint of almost like a raisiny plum. Just a subtle hint of that kind of underlying sweetness where it's not heavy, but there's something there. This just smells like if you're gonna have Oktoberfest in like a grassy plain surrounded by, trees with the leaves changing. That's just what this smells like, and it smells great. It smells crisp. It just looking forward to it. So I'm going to recommend it on the smell. Can't remember. And now let's get into the taste. Now this definitely very clean, very crisp. If you are a big fan of like a Pilsner, you're gonna like this. This is right up your alley. And at 6% ABV, you have an extra probably 1.5 percentage points over what your normal beer has. It's very crisp. Yeah, you have that Pilsner, and it has almost a bit of a, I don't know if it's like a little subtle hint of like a butterscotch. It has that subtle under the radar sweetness that's not over the top, but it just kind of flows nicely with what your normal Pilsner has. It doesn't linger. You're not left with an aftertaste that just doesn't want to die. You drink it, it gets in, it gets out. It's like it just shoots like an arrow. It knows what it wants, and it's not crazy. There's not like a million different flavors going on. Those flavors will come out with the later fall and winter seasonals. So I feel like this is a perfect bridge between summer and fall, and you get that gap. This is the perfect beer to bridge that gap. It's a solid tasting beer. Knows what it wants to do. It's not trying to do anything that it can't. It's just this is a thing that you just grab a 6-pack, go to somebody's house, watch the game, and just enjoy it. It's gonna be good. It'd be great beer just to have like wings or pizza. Just enough of that hoppy nuttiness to remind you that we know what we're doing. This is what a beer like this is supposed to taste like. Yeah, that's good stuff. So I'm gonna recommend it on taste. This is a solid tasting beer. And all right, next category is by price. Not bad at all. Like I said in my last Oktoberfest video, I got a 6-pack each of a different kind of beer, and I don't think this might have been the most expensive. This one might have cost like $2.20 for a single. I mean, that's not bad at all. I mean, a German import for like $2. I mean, if you would have gone like German import shopping a decade ago, it would have cost like double that. So I'm all for that. That is a great price for this thing, for just a great tasting beer. So I am going to recommend it for value price. Our next category is distinction. How distinct is it? And I mean, the thing is, I will admit, it's a great tasting beer. Again, like I said, if you like Pilsners, you're going to really like this thing. It doesn't exactly have that Oktoberfesty vibe to it. Like, it almost, like if you just took the Oktoberfest part out and just, it's just a Paulaner Weizen, okay, you would never be like, this is the Oktoberfest version, isn't it? It doesn't really exactly have that Oktoberfest thing. Like you would expect it to be a little darker, even though it is a Weizen. But I mean, it's kind of it's almost like you got your Pilsner, you got your Oktoberfest. This is almost like a separate segue bridge. Like, your summer, you got your fall, you got your Oktoberfest, and then you have snuck in here the Oktoberfest Weizen. So we're going to take your wheat beer. We're still going to use the wheat part to it to kind of make it a little more summery, so it's a smoother transition into the heavier beers. So I think that's what makes it a great transition from summertime. But it also doesn't completely have that. If you want that just straight Oktoberfest taste to it, this is a little more muted on that. So keep that in mind. If you want to just go straight to the Oktoberfest beers, boom, no questions asked, you might want to just kind of skip over this one. But still, it's a great tasting beer. It's a nice segue beer for the season, especially if it's still kind of hot out. And I mean, that's probably what Paulaner's doing. They're probably going to release this, and then they'll come out with it just straight Oktoberfest and go from there. But so just keep that in mind. It's going to be a little lighter on the Oktoberfest taste. So I don't know, for distinction, I'm going to give it a half, just because it is kind of, I mean, it is what it says it is. It is a Weizen, so it's hard to knock it. But it's just something to think about if you're looking for just more of that Oktoberfest kind of thing. So it's kind of to each their own for this particular kind of beer. But I know I have like friends that they're just not ready for the stronger, heavier beers. This is a good option, especially with 6% ABV. I mean, you definitely can't taste that. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a half on distinction. All right, next category is drinkability, and absolutely, this is. I mean, it's hard to get a better, easier tasting. I mean, easier drinking 6% beer than this. This is right in the sweet spot. It's a great tasting beer. It's crisp. It's clean. It's like you're taking the best of a Pilsner and the best of a wheat beer, of a German wheat beer, and you bring it together and put in a dash of Oktoberfest, and it's like beer magic. So, I mean, if that doesn't sell it, I don't know what does. So, but yeah, I'm gonna recommend on drinkability. This is a fine tasting, easy to drink beer. So yes, recommend that. All right, last category is what did I buy again? And maybe, I mean, okay, this will not be the very last time that I have a Paulaner Oktoberfest Wiesn. Whether it's the last time this season remains to be seen. Realistically, I will want something that has a little more of that kind of moving into fall taste to it. This is lighter on that. Dog got in the chew toys. So we'll see. Granted, in Arizona, it's still balls hot out, so I might want a fall beer and not want it to be that heavy. In this case, this is the perfect beer for that. So, I mean, yeah, okay. I'll say I'll get it again. I'm sure that there'll be another point in time where I get this beer again. I'm still going to try to go through as many of the Oktoberfest beers that I possibly can, and we'll see what happens. But so yeah, that's what I got for Paulaner Oktoberfest Wiesn. What do you think? Have you had it this year yet? Yeah, you a fan? Well, do you like the lighter Oktoberfest Wiesn option, or would you rather go with just straight Oktoberfest where you have a little more of that kind of fall flavor where it's really kicking off the darker beer season? Like, what do you like? So let me know in the comments, and if you could like and subscribe, do all the good stuff. And yeah, follow on Instagram. It's I put it on the beginning, but it's 2 Dudes in a Six Pack. I think I'm gonna start doing some live videos of me going to the store, bringing out beers. You guys can help me pick out some stuff, especially for some of these side projects I'm doing. You know, I did the making a shandy with a Who Garden. I'm gonna try to do other things. Maybe you guys can throw in your 2 cents for what mixers and different things that I'll grab. So I think that could be cool. But yeah, so follow on that and go from there. But anyways, that is the review. So and for myself and Paulaner Oktoberfest Wiesn, take it easy.